Hello! We got another thing going around the community here that I honestly don't know if it's true or not. It sounds totally bizarre, and if it's true, it probably should be addressed, because what it's doing is it's causing friction between players. People that want to cheese gameplay versus people that want to play the game as intended. What this is, I'm sure you've heard it, if you don't build anything, they won't come. If you build it, they will come. Reference. I've heard that this occurs on anything. Primarily, I remember hearing this a while back regarding shelter missions and only shelter missions. But now I'm hearing that it works on balloon missions, Atlas missions. So I'm literally curious. We want to figure this out. A, if it's true, it needs to be addressed. B, to prove that it's not true, so doo-doo dum-dums can stop doing this. I don't know the best way to really test it. There's lots of variables that could play effect on some ignorant people trying to argue, well, you didn't do this, or you didn't do this. To my knowledge, this isn't an exploit, or require an exploit. I know there's another thing going around with Sentry Gunner. Oh, for the brain-dead people, that's Earhart. Earhart or Krampus. Sentry Gunner is the subclass. There's something about a glitch or something. You can make I don't know. You can disappear atlases. I'm not sure how it works or if it's atlases or shelters. Anyways, this one is literally people in-game tearing down players' structures. Because if you don't build it, they won't spawn. Really? I didn't know that the game was hard to where we needed to get rid of husks. Especially on shelter missions where the game naturally already spawns like 5 husks per spawn point in Twine. Like, come on. I avoid shelters with a passion because they are so boring. Now, if people have to not build to stand around and AFK and rub one out while doing something else besides the game, that's silly, man. That's silly. Like, come on. Anyways, let's we gotta find one that's not gonna disappear. So we've got one right here at the boss. Now people are gonna be like, well, it's because it's a boss mission. Whatever. So we'll do this shelter. I'm going to go ahead and skip ahead till the combat phase. I got to go grab the things and whatnot. We're going to do a test without building, and we're going to look at the spawns. We'll fail, and I want to see how many husks are coming out. And then we will do it again with just a box, and then we'll do it maybe a third time without covering up, but putting the wall with tunnels. We'll try a few things. We'll see. But let's go in, get it done, and then I'll be back when the defensive wave starts. Alright, here we are. We're back. I've gotten all the modules. 8 of 8 is being installed. I have not built a single piece of building anywhere on the map. We're just going to sit here, and we're going to look to see how many spawn. If any. If any. I'm high enough up also that I can't aggro anybody. I do have some husks up here. It's just a mouth breather blaster. One of these guys. But we're just gonna hang out and see what happens here. A couple minutes. Ugh! Ugh! That's rude. Apparently I can aggro the lobber. And now I've aggroed the mist monster.
Here they come.
Oh, God! No! This is gonna ruin our observation. Alright, so we got these guys spawning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2 mist monsters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Yeah. They killed one, spawned one. Killed another. Hey, look. The theory that if you kill a mist monster, spawns another mist monster is incorrect. Mist monsters don't die when they hit the objective. They don't hit the objective. And we got a third mist monster that spawned just from a normal husk killing itself. Oh, another mist monster. Where are the propane guys going? They're mad at me? They're mad at me. That's weird. Oh, another mist monster. Okay, everything died, so you're getting another wave. We got our boss. Propane. So we're seeing 4 or 5 husks. 4 or 5 husks. And mist monsters. Incoming failure. Boom.
That's okay. Let's try again.
Okay, there's another rumor also that I actually believed. And that was if you didn't kill mist monsters, more mist monsters didn't spawn. It doesn't matter. Clearly, as anything dies, it opens up a new position or a number of a husk to spawn. It could be another mist monster. So as the skinnies and the pitchers were coming in and dying, or whatever the new cowboy guys are called, they came in and died, it freed up a spot for something new to spawn, bringing in more mist monsters. So there isn't, at least from that one, which isn't a good test to rule everything out, but from clearly looking at just that one run, as anything died, that placeholder opened up for anything else to spawn. The other thing that I do still believe and stand behind with my delay systems is that when you don't kill stuff, more stuff doesn't spawn. There's a cap that can be allowed in the game at any given time of the number of husks that are spawning for the event, and if you don't kill them, nothing more doesn't spawn. Let's say in the entirety of a 8-minute defensive wave, there might be 100 husks that you fight, right, through trap tunnels and stuff. But let's say that you don't kill the first 25 and there's only 25 that are allowed to spawn at the same time. You're not going to see all 100. So the idea of a delay system where you just knock them back and around like a ragdoll, you're not going to continuously see new things. You're not going to get to the propane guys because they're not going to spawn. You're not going to see bosses or lots of mist monsters because nothing's going to continue to spawn. That first initial couple waves are all you're going to get. Now, we're going to go back in. I'll be back when we're at the defensive wave. I'm going to put a box around it. Now, if we see more than five or six mist monsters, which is what we entirely saw at the end after more and more spawned in, if we see more than that, if we see more than 4 or 5 regular husks spawning, then we'll know that there's some truth to this and then it needs to be fixed. If it's the same amount, geez, that's already a good sign that this is a theory and a myth and it doesn't work. Okay, BRB. Okay, we're back. I put a base up and kill all these guys really quick. We're almost ready. Okay, so I just put wood all the way around with launchers. No traps are gonna kill anything, they're just launchers. Okay, let's go ahead and get up top here out of aggro range. So I got launchers on all sides except for the back.
Here they come. Defend the shelter.
Spawn over there. One spawn. One mist monster instead of 2. It's a flinger. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Instead of, what was the total last time? It was probably around 8. We had more mist monsters. Oh, that lobber is gonna be not good. Okay. I killed one, nothing spawned. Oh, someone's spawning over here. Oh, mist monster. I hate that mist monsters or masturbators can throw purple lobs. We got 2, 3 more over here. Nothing's dying yet, that's why nothing's spawning. So you might be like, well, nothing's spawning. You have something built. It's because they haven't touched the shelter yet. Although that's gonna ruin. But again, we did have, it feels like we had 2 more husks that spawned initially, but they were more children this time, so I don't know if you can have more children than fatties. But again, nothing literally spawned. Those guys died from the floor launcher, so that's why it spawned to these guys. Okay, we built a base, nothing spawned. Like 5, 6 things spawned. We didn't have a base, and we had at least 5 from 2 different directions coming in without a base. This time, we have a base with traps. and we have even less that spawned this time. Building, we don't even need to do the tunnels. We don't even need to do anything else. Building a base or not building a base does not affect, 100% does not affect the amount of husks that spawn. If you want to actually have that mentality, do a delay system. Don't kill the stuff because nothing new will respawn. If you just noticed, okay? Wow, that was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. Yeah, if you don't want stuff to spawn, build a delay. Don't put damage traps, don't use gas traps, don't use wood floor spikes, don't use anything that will cause damage. Just use launchers. Be careful with your floor launchers because they can cause fall damage depending on how beefy you've made them. If you don't kill stuff, things don't respawn. Hence, right there. So, again, if you are one of the, I'm going to call you out as little children, kid BR players that are coming over trying to farm V-Bucks, and you heard on Reddit or somewhere else that if you don't build, nothing spawns or less things spawn, you are actually making it harder for yourself. You are, in turn, making it harder. You're pissing off the kids that enjoy the game. You're tearing down buildings. You're being a troll, and it needs to stop. If you want it to be easy, for Pete's sake, level up some launchers or have somebody else level up some launchers and just delay them. Knock them back indefinitely. Nothing spawns in shelters already. They need to fix it. It's been this way for almost a year. Shelters are the most boring mission in the game. And if you don't build, you're going to spawn more because they're going to kill themselves by touching it. You're going to have to run around and shoot them, which is going to spawn more. Whereas if you build a simplistic delay launcher build, that's it. Just a wall launcher. Walk around, repair it, don't kill anything. I know it's hard with your itchy trigger fingers to shoot something. Just hit the repair button, walk away. Don't use base abilities because that will have the damage deflect and will eventually kill them as well. But I'm totally comfortable with saying that it's BS. It's complete, utter crap. Not building does not reduce husks. End of story. The end. You want to come argue with me about it? I stream daily over on Twitch at twitch.tv/SlyGumbi, and you can talk to me live. I will be glad to put you in your place if you think otherwise. Okay? So, stop. Please stop. It doesn't affect me because I play with full groups from chat, right? But I hear about everybody who matchmakes that gets stuck with doo-doo-dum-dum dum-dums that do this, okay? Knock it off. It doesn't do anything. You've actually made it harder for yourself. So, get your V-Bucks. Go steal your mama's credit card if you're trying to get your BR skins. Stop ruining Save the World for the rest of us. Okay? Again, twitch.tv/SlyGumbi between the hours of 8 p.m. till about 2 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Come mouth off to me if you think otherwise. And that, hopefully, this will get spread around and people will realize that they're actually making it harder for themselves. If not, then it was good for me. At least now I know. Now I can yell at people. Good times. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye now.